Your brain is working against you every time you try to study, and most people never figure out why. It has nothing to do with intelligence, nothing to do with willpower, and nothing to do with how much you care about your future. What's actually happening runs much deeper. Your brain doesn't respond to importance, it responds to association. If you studied in high-pressure environments growing up, your brain filed studying under one word: threat. Now, every time you open a textbook, your nervous system sends out a quiet alarm. You're not being dramatic, you're not being weak. Your brain is doing exactly what it was trained to do: protect you from something it learned to fear. Here's the second thing you need to understand. Your brain is wired to chase fast results. Eat now, react now, feel good now. Studying doesn't offer that. The payoff is weeks or even months away, but your phone delivers stimulation within seconds. It's not a competition your brain is designed to win on its own. That's why relying on motivation alone almost never works. Now here's what most people get completely wrong. They think struggling to study means they aren't smart enough. But attention and intelligence are two completely different systems. A distracted mind turns even simple material into an exhausting ordeal. The content isn't too hard, you're just not in the right mental state to absorb anything. The real barrier isn't your ability, it's the condition you're in when you sit down to learn. There's also a psychological trap that almost nobody talks about openly. Avoidance isn't always laziness. Sometimes it's armor. When you don't fully try, you protect a story you can tell yourself. I could have done it if I actually tried. Full effort means full vulnerability, so the brain quietly creates a reason not to start. Because not starting feels safer than starting and falling short. This pattern is incredibly common, and recognizing it is the first step toward breaking free from it. Then there's the method problem. Most people study in ways that simply don't work. Rereading the same paragraph over and over, highlighting everything on the page, staring at notes and hoping something sticks. These habits feel productive, but they produce almost no real retention. When effort produces no result, the brain stops offering effort. It learns that studying is a waste of energy, not because it is, but because the approach was never going to work in the first place. Finally, your environment is shaping your behavior in ways you aren't even conscious of. Noise, clutter, constant notifications, no clear routine. A space your brain already connects with relaxation instead of focus. All of it chips away at your ability to concentrate. You can want to study badly and still fail consistently. If your surroundings are constantly pulling you away from focus, even strong motivation collapses. None of this means you are broken. It means your brain adapted to the conditions it was given. And here's the good news. Conditions can change. Associations can be rewired. Methods can be replaced. Environments can be redesigned. And slowly, studying can become something your brain stops running from. Once you understand how your mind actually works, everything becomes possible. Subscribe for more psychology that explains exactly what's happening inside your head.